Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome to another special episode here of our Gibraltar Challenge on Football Manager 2016. Now this is just going to be an episode with two international friendlies in. First of all we have Gibraltar taking on China. Is it China? Hong Kong, sorry, not China. It's Hong Kong. And after this, Gibraltar will take on Estonia. So two big international games. Right, looking through the team here for Gibraltar, we have two players starting. We have, of course, Frank Evans. He's been a very, very good player for us this season, and especially last season as well. So I think it's really well deserved for him. And of course, the ever-present now, Steve Cooper for his third cap. On the bench, we have Tony Ball, the bad guy Alex Ross, who's not in my good books at the moment after a bad performance in the last match. McDonald's on the bench as well. And one thing I would like to draw your attention to is this guy down here, Joseph. Now, I did mention that I brought another left back, and he hadn't signed as yet because I'd signed him after the transfer deadline had finished. So we are going to sign him up. He was a first team member for Lincoln Red Imps last season. Had a very good season. So he's going to be joining us in, I think it's the 26th of December. So we're going to get a good amount of time out of him actually. So we're looking forward to getting him through. Really bolster up our left back position. But let's get straight into this one and see how Gibraltar get on. They are 20-1 outsiders to defeat Hong Kong. But you never know. One of these sort of matches is the one that they may be able to pick up the win in. They're playing a 4-5-1, trying to sort of dominate possession, I would imagine. And yeah, just takes one little win would just send them up the rankings quite a few places. A lot of the teams down the bottom of the rankings at the moment have 0 points, which is why Gibraltar have gone from 210th up to 206th. Of course, Liam Franco was the guy who scored in the last Gibraltar game we watched. Gosling now forward to Franco. Franco forward to Steisch, who's up front on his own today. Steisch is currently available on a free transfer. I've tried to sign him a few times, but he's just not willing to join us. Doesn't think we have the doesn't think we have what it needs to meet his ambition, I think is what he roughly said. Franco to Steisch. Steisch back to Evans, and the game is running a little bit jittery. I'm not quite sure why. I'm a bit disappointed with that. Evans now plays it back into Hernandez, and Gibraltar are on the attack. Walker with a cross. No, he's gone for the shot. It's hit the crossbar, and it's cleared. Evans now picks it up and plays it out to Joseph. Why is it running so jittery? Is there something we can do to try and fix that? Doesn't know what there is at the moment. Evans now plays it back to Joseph, and so far Gibraltar are doing really well, dominating this part of the match. Why? It's getting worse, I'm sure it is. I don't know what we can do here. I don't know what we can do. I do apologise for these slight technical difficulties. Hernandez through to Walker. Walker crosses it in. Gosling at the far post. It's 1-0 to Gibraltar. They lead. Gibraltar are leading an international match. This is massive news here. Massive news. Oh, the replay's smooth. Oh no, maybe not. Great crossing by Walker, and Gosling at the back post. Almost buggered it up, I will say. It did go in, but he could kick it straight at the goalkeeper. And Gibraltar lead 1-0. Could Gibraltar get their first ever win in international football, or even their first ever draw would be good enough. Chan Kaluk to Tu Kin Ming to Chan Kaho. I'm going to struggle here, I tell you. Joseph clears well, and that's Evans on the ball. Evans plays it forward to Walker, who of course assisted that first goal. Walker, probably the best player Gibraltar have. The most capped player as well. I think it's his 24th cap now. Highest ever cap amount. And he brings the ball forward once again. And he takes the shot. It's a fantastic shot and a fantastic save. And that could have been 2-0 to Gibraltar. This looks like this could be their day, you know. I'm really feeling this. I'm super excited about this. I think the reason why it might be a little bit jittery is I think I may be editing a video in the background, and it might be taking up a little bit more of the CPU than I hoped. But hopefully it's going to not be too much of a problem. And they are going to get through to half-time. The looks of it in the lead. Tony Ball is back. He's on the bench, like I mentioned earlier, so might be able to bring him on at some point, hopefully, for his 5th cap for Gibraltar. And here we go, second half. So I don't think there are many substitution-wise. Chung Hing Kwon brings the ball forward, and it does seem to have smoothed out a little bit now. Yeah, I apologise for that little bit of... oh no, lag again, here it is. So Peter Morgan has come on the pitch. Steve Cooper, it just shows how good of a player he is. He came for our academy in February, and we're only in October now. And he already has 3 caps for the national side, and he's an ever-present in our club side as well, so he's a really good player. Trying to make a couple of substitutions. We're at the hour mark now, and Gibraltar still lead 1-0. Could this be the legendary day where Gibraltar pick up their first victory? Couple of substitutions. None of our players coming on yet, though. It's a shame that Will Britt seems to become the #1 goalkeeper now for Gibraltar. I was hoping that our goalkeeper, McDonald, would be the #1. Come some more substitutions for Gibraltar. Up to 70 minutes now. It's still 1-0. Come on, bring Tony Ball on. You know what? I think we can do it, you know. I really think we can do it. It's just looking this way. There's only 14, 13, 12 minutes left. Come on, Gibraltar. Hold on. On comes John McDonald. Is it going to happen? Coming up to just 5 minutes left and they're still leading 1-0. It doesn't look like they're going to lose this match at least. But can they hold on and win it? Oh my god, 2 minutes left. Just 2 minutes. Oh my god. You know what? I think they've done it. I honestly think they've done this. Munoz with the ball. Sends a big ball forward, wasting a bit more time. There's only 10 seconds left. Is the referee going to blow the whistle? Chung Wei Shing, the goalkeeper, slowly brings it out. There's the big kick. Morgan heads it straight back, and there it is. There's the full-time whistle. Gibraltar have won their first ever international match. It's only a friendly, so it's not a massive thing, but still. That is amazing, amazing, amazing news, and I wasn't expecting that in this episode. I knew that Hong Kong was a game that was a little bit more winnable, but that is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Walker is the man of the match with 4 key passes and the assist for the goal. Gibraltar only 9 shots and 5 on target. Hong Kong had 16 shots, 2 on target. They really did not take their chances, but I wonder what that's going to do for Gibraltar's national rankings. Let's have a quick look. Apparently this does nothing for Gibraltar's rankings. You still see them sat in joint 208th now on 0 points. So I'm not quite sure what they'll need to do to actually go up the rankings. Maybe it takes a few days for the points to get added up, but at the moment they're still sat on 0 points. That's a bit of a shame, but let's see if that changes. Of course, we've got another friendly coming up against Estonia, but I can't see Estonia being a very easy one to win. Estonia must be quite high up in the rankings. I reckon they're probably in the top 30 odd. Oh, Estonia are not in the top 30. They can't be too far down. I think they're quite a good team. Just shows how dodgy some of these rankings are. If you look at some of the teams, you'd think they'd be a lot higher. I thought Estonia would be a lot higher. Look, Poland is 62nd. How can Poland be 62nd? They've got Lewandowski up front. How can they be 67th? Sweden, 71st. They've got Ibrahimovic up front. How does it even work? How can Cape Verde be 49th? And Russia be 51st? The FIFA rankings make no sense at all. Where the hell is Estonia? Estonia are a lot lower than I thought they were then. I've probably gone past them by now. You probably see them. Well, let's get straight into that match anyway. And here we go with the second and final match of this episode. It's going to be Estonia taking on Gibraltar at Estonia as well. Much bigger stadium than they used to. Let's see how they get on. Are there any changes in the team? Evans keeps his place. Cooper keeps his place. And I think apart from that, it looks very, very unchanged. Still got McDonald on the bench. Ross on the bench. Tony Ball on the bench as well. So let's see how they get on. They've already won a match in this international break. I can't see them winning the second one, but you never know. A packed stadium here. I'm not used to seeing big stadiums. We're used to seeing all our matches in Gibraltar, of course, in that one tiny stadium. If they can just not lose by more than 3 goals or more than 4 goals, I think it'd be a pretty decent match for them again still. But you never know. They might have the quality, Gibraltar, to pick up a second win here. I'm sure they do get FIFA points for friendly match wins. I'm sure they do. It might not be a massive amount, but I'm pretty sure they should get some FIFA points. It might just take a few weeks for it to kick in. Maybe they only get updated every now and again. But I'll keep having a look, and as soon as it does happen, I will let you know. So far, we're 20 minutes in. There's been no highlights whatsoever. Frank Evans. I didn't realise in the last match, Frank Evans, that was his first ever cap. So this is his second cap. And Gibraltar are on the attack. Walker across to Joseph. Plays a big ball forward, but it's blocked by Smelnikov. To Ojama, who's bringing it forward. And Estonia catching Gibraltar on the break here. Can they make anything of it? There's the cross. It goes deep, and I think it was saved by Will Britt. Ania picks the ball up on the other side, and Hernandez, great tackle. And maybe Gibraltar on the counter-attack. It's a big ball forward. It's picked up by Steisch, who is very isolated up front in this 4-5-1 formation. But he does hold the ball up well to Joseph, who will be joining us, like I said, last match. In a couple of months' time, be joining Europa Point as a first-choice left-back, I think. So still no more highlights. It's been quite a quiet first half, and Gibraltar will be very happy about it. They're going in 0-0. They beat Hong Kong in the last game. If they can get if they can get a draw here, it's been an absolutely fantastic international break for them. I know that's a big if though, isn't it really? So Frank Evans is off the pitch now for Joseph Muniz, who's going to play the second half, which I'm quite happy about. Frank Evans has got himself his second cap, but at the same time, he's not going to be risked being injured for our next league game, which is only in a few days' time against Angels. Good tackle there by Conroy. Plays it out wide to Gosling. Into the middle to Hernandez, and it's Gibraltar on the attack here. Conroy picks it up again. Nice little ball into Hernandez. Hernandez has found himself a little bit of space, and it's getting close to the penalty area. There's Steisch. Oh, it's shot and it's blocked by the defender. Just thinking if Gibraltar can start to get themselves up the FIFA rankings, I don't know what that would happen for the league. Whether the league might gain a bit of reputation as well. Oh, good tackle there by Morgan at the back. Oh, but he's let him get it back, and Krieg Olsen back to Smelkov. Lindpeer's big ball out to Samulin. There's the ball in, it's cleared out by Munoz. Frankie Munoz, that was Malcolm in the middle, wasn't it, Frankie Munoz? And a big clearance there by Cipollina. And they're doing well here at Gibraltar. 55 minutes in, they still managed to keep it down to 0-0. Making some more substitutions here. Here comes Weber in place of Steisch up front. Also comes on Franco and Vignette. It's a corner to Estonia on the hour mark. There's a header and it's saved by Will Britt. This could be an absolutely fantastic. Oh, on comes Tony Ball. Good old Tony Ball for his 5th Gibraltar cap. I don't think he starts many matches, Ball. He always seems to come on as a substitute. Weber. Here is Tony Ball on the ball to Munoz. Plays it back to Morgan. Morgan to Ball. Ball now back to Morgan. And Morgan loses it to Smelkov. Now he does get it back and loses it again. And Ma comes forward. He's got a lot of pace. Estonia just demolishing Gibraltar for pace. Ball into Smelkov. And another great save there by Will Britt. Proving that he should be the #1 goalkeeper here in Gibraltar. I'm hoping that Callum McDonald gets more of a chance. Will Britt is also the captain at the moment. Not quite sure if he started the match as the captain. Samuelin with the throw-in. to Vasijev, to Smelkov, Smelkov's having a really good game in the middle there. And Munoz takes him down. But referee sees nothing wrong with it. The match continues on. Vinette now across to Morgan. Morgan forward to Ball. It's Gibraltar on the attack. Munoz, who got the ball originally, plays it out wide to Gosling. Gosling, a little bit pessimistic, comes back with the ball, but he's still in possession and plays it straight back to Franco. Franco forward to Hernandez. Hernandez into Weber. Can Weber see the run of Munoz? He does. Munoz! Oh, it's saved! Oh, that could have been a chance there for Gibraltar to pick up their second ever international victory. And 2 in a row as well. This would be... I'll tell you what, I said earlier on in the game, if they can avoid losing more than 4-0, it would be a great result. And at the moment, there's only 15-20 minutes left, and they're still drawing 0-0. I'll tell you what, if Gibraltar can draw this one 0-0, they would have gone 2 full international matches without conceding a goal. And I put all that on Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper, amazing defender. This is his 4th capper now, I think. His 4th capper? His 4th cap. Catching Tony Ball up, and he really deserves them as well. 80 minutes now on the clock, and it's still 0-0 Gibraltar versus Estonia. Smelkov's been booked. I think they've just put Tony Ball more attacking by the looks of it. It's difficult to tell. Can I have like a formation on this side? I can have a formation, there we go. So it's Jagger. I think this is going to be a 0-0, you know. Jagger plays it in. It's a foul. And it looks like it's going to end up 0-0. Which would mean in this international break, Gibraltar played 2 matches, drawn 1 and won 1. That's a massive, massive 2 international matches for Gibraltar. Well done, lads. Well done. Steve Cooper looks like he might have got man of the match. No, he didn't. Samuelin got man of the match for them. But Steve Cooper was the best player for Gibraltar. Talking of Gibraltar, let's have a quick look at... let's go forward a little bit and I'll have a quick look at the FIFA rankings again. 1 second. Right, so Gibraltar are still showing as joint last with 0 points. I'm a bit confused. I don't know how... What's agreement? What's agreement? Okay, I don't know how these rankings work then, because they've got a win and they've got a draw. I thought they gained points for that. You guys might have to let me know what's going on. Because I just assumed that whenever you won or draw a match, you get points. There might be a certain point where that actually gets where that gets put in. It might be every month or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. It might not be rolling. But I'll keep an eye on it and I'll let you know. Let's have a quick look at the actual stats now of Gibraltar. All-time top goal scorer for Gibraltar is Jake Gosling with 2 goals from his 19 caps. He's doing really well. Where does he actually play? He plays for Bristol Rovers. Currently not played a single game so far. I wonder. Oh, we can sign him. We can't sign him. He does not want to come to us. And of course, most capped player is Liam Walker. So yeah, still looking pretty good. And I can't believe they finally won their first match. They defeated Hong Kong, drew with Estonia. A fantastic international break. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Of course, in our next episode, we'll be going back to our normal league matches. We're going to play Angels, Lincoln, Red Imps, and Lions in the next episode. A huge episode. We'll really get an idea for roughly where we're going to be in the end of the league, I think. And then, of course, we've got some Senior League Cup final coming up soon as well. Hopefully, we don't have any more injuries. That's going to be the problem. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Of course, if you have, be sure to hit that like button and, of course, subscribe for a lot more of the Gibraltar Challenge. I've been Chevy Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.